Righto, it's game day. I'm on the way to the Coogee Carols. Heading in to do some line checking, which just means, we did sound check yesterday, but it just means checking that everything still works. It's a nice day. It was raining at sound check yesterday, and now it's not, thankfully. 20,000 people, 35 carols. I'm about to park. Then I'll talk about my rig a little bit more in detail. Talk about why I did certain things, talk about my struggles. There are many. And let's have a Merry Christmas. Now, my rig, I've got a Rolly Seaboard 49, Roland RD88. Got them both connected by USB. Don't add me in the comments to a USB hub. I've got the Focusrite Claret 2 Pre plugged in by USB-C straight into the computer. This is an Allen Heath ME1. It's just a monitoring system, and so I can change trumpet level or guitar level. And then this is Mainstage. It helps me get through different sounds for different songs. So, for example, Frosty the Snowman, it's the most wonderful time of the year, etc., etc. I have different things for both keyboards. Things that I had to figure out. So I've got two pedals down there. One's to change the patch, so it means I can do this with my feet, and the other one's to sustain. On Roland's, you have to flip them. I have to put the patch change into sustain pedal. Sustain pedal has to go in the patch chain port. What I did was put the sustain pedal in the Seaboard, and then I could assign it in Mainstage to patch change, and it didn't mess with anything. The reason I had to do that and not do the Roland hack is because I'm using onboard sounds on the Roland, and if I move the sustain pedal, then I can't sustain the onboard sounds on the Roland. The other one was sending patch change information to this, where I want to use some software sounds, but I also want to use some onboard sounds as well. Usually you're able to set what's called program change, which if you look at the back of the manual of any of your keyboards, it'll have a list of numbers, program change, MSB, and LSB. It's just all numbers and information that can get you to your onboard sounds faster than having to flick through or do it manually. I tried it at work on a Yamaha and it worked instantly. It was fine through Mainstage. I tried it on the Roland and it was just giving me all sorts of grief. I don't know why, but it only receives program change at the moment. Maybe someone out there knows why I can't get MSB and LSB to go to the Roland. But for now, my workaround was program change is 0 to 127. Within that 127, there's a few init scenes, so a few initialized scenes, which means there's nothing happening in them. So I scrolled through those, scrolled through to find the tones that I wanted and saved the scene and wrote it so that when I send that particular program change, it goes to the thing that I already made. I asked Roland and they don't really know because they said, oh, we can't really offer any advice on Mainstage, even though this keyboard is literally marketed as a keyboard that is automatically assigned to Mainstage. So I'm using the Rolly Seaboard to play strings or play lead guitar with the other guitarist. And then I'm playing the RD88 for a lot of the Roland sounds like the D50 Fantasia sounds. The way I've got it all routed, the RD88 audio outs are going into my interface so that I can set an external instrument plugin on Mainstage, which does two things. It takes the audio signal, so I can choose when the signal from the RD88 is going out, and also sends the program change to change the patch of the onboard sounds. And I have 4 outputs on the back. So I've got outputs 1 and 2 are all the piano sounds and the electric piano sounds. Outputs 3 and 4, which is sometimes both of these, is all the synthesizers and all the strings. And then the only thing you might notice is a microphone. That's just so I can talk to the band throughout the show about whatever it is. Sometimes we might need to skip a song because we're running overtime, or sometimes it's to catch some performers who might forget a verse.